English today. So today we already prepared a lot, as you can see. So we're gonna do this little liquor carbon, liquor bar.
Das ist ein Bar.
Yeah, this little liquor thing, whatever. I already applied some Bubblegum Yum Decoupage on front of it. We're gonna blend it in together. I painted the outside in Major Tom. That's the black of Daydream Apothecary. And then I did the same blend at the back of the inside, because this will have a glass door so you can see through, and I want the pattern to repeat on the back there. So we're gonna do everything I did step by step. Oh, and we applied some gold leaf and silver on here. I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. So a lot to do, and we will show you every single step. We will start with just painting the outside. So like I said, I use Major Tom by Daydream Apothecary. It's a really nice paint. It has a good coverage and it's really easy to work with. What I did, I sanded the piece and I cleaned it. As this is black, I didn't need to use any blocker or anything because black won't yellow. So, and now I'm just painting the side like I did with the rest of the liquor cabinet. And this is all we're gonna do. We're just gonna have it one solid black color. If the color doesn't light really good, you can just go ahead and use some water to apply it with. I usually do that if I do the second coat. There I use a lot of water, but I don't really use a lot of water with the first one. So Daydream Apothecary is a pretty new color brand. They have two color lines. One is called Neons. So they have 6 neon colors, which are really nice to work with, especially if you like to play with the paint and layer it and stuff like this. And the last line they brought out is the Coastal line. The Coastal line has 6 colors also. We mainly gonna work with Coastal line colors, so we're gonna use Hibiscus. And we're gonna use some Lemon Shark. And we're gonna use the white and the black, which is Count Control and Major Tom, for blending up front. And I also used of the neon line Sundance for blending and some Mom's Night Out. So yeah, but I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Just gonna finish this side. So this is really easy and you can do that really fast, and yeah. That's it. So all I'm going to do is let it dry, give it a second coat, and then I'm going to seal it with the Dream coat. That's the top coat from Daydream Apothecary. And yeah, now we come to the interesting part. We're going to blend the decoupage in. I already posted a short video on how I applied it today. I had to apply it before we did the live just because I wanted it to dry. So now it's all dry. We can work on it.
Tina, just a minute. So we have to change the setting for the
Okay.
Zoom. Okay. So just a minute. We'll be again online.
Sorry. I'm just gonna keep on talking. They have a lot of nice prints. This one is from Girl in Blue Designs. And we recently did a picture with that for one of our customers, and then I thought it would look really nice on a lacquer cabinet because it just would look nice. So as long as Alp was changing the settings, I will just prepare everything for blending. So Daydream Apothecary also has brushes. They have 4 different brushes and they are really nice for blending. I already used one today.
Okay, for the Portugal group, you're also online.
Okay, great. So I already used this one for blending the back right here. If you have enough time, I will show you on the other side how I did that. And they're really nice. So for blending, I really like to use those brushes. So mainly on here, we're going to use the Hibiscus. And I already went ahead, as I said, I applied the Decoupage, and I also applied 1 coat of salt water, ground control, which is the white of Daydream Apothecary. And I applied some black, but yeah, that was just because I didn't think that I need to leave it. So I would just go ahead and apply some black again. And this one is it's too big for what I want to do. So I'm just going to use a smaller brush now. And I will just apply some black. And I would just roughly put it on the piece and then blend it all together. So this one is big. So this is Hibiscus and it fits really well to the color right there. And I'm just want the colors to blend together. If the paint doesn't work really good, that's the good thing about Daydream Apothecary. So this one I already did today, but if I just put some water on it, I can reactivate it. So then I can blend it in really easily. And I'm just randomly going to use some white and some black and some hibiscus and just blend it together. And I use the same brush for everything. I want to be a little bit darker on the outside, so now I'm just going to use some black. If the brush gets too muddy, just go ahead and use another one. So later on I will just come back and do all the sides and everything, because you won't see it in the live anyways, so I'm not gonna do it right now. And as you can see, it's still a little bit more wet. That's why I used some of the sun lens. And it gives it a little bit kind of a highlight. So So I'm not really painting with the Sundance color. I'm just using it for highlighting and blending it in. Here we will kind of get our paint mixed together, so it's gonna fit the colors here a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some of the lemon shark. And I'm just gonna put it together there. Then we will use some black, but not a lot, just a little bit. And some hibiscus. And this already fits pretty good. Just gonna apply that. So I just need to mix some more. So lemon shark, just a little bit of black, and a little bit of hibiscus. Okay. Now I'm just going to use some black and blend it in from down here. Every time the paint won't work, I'm just gonna use some water. So here we're gonna use some more hibiscus. And some more black. So I don't like this part, so I'm just gonna use some more black here. Too many brushes. And maybe a little bit of white. And I'm not really doing anything, I'm just blending the paint together. The paint blends really well, so you don't really need to do a lot of things. So just put it on here. You just have to think of what color you want to use. So it's pretty easy. And as you see here, it doesn't really blend, so I'm just going to use some water and then it blends much better. So I'm just going to put it a little bit up here. This is a little bit dark, so I'm just going to go over it with some hibiscus again. And then maybe put some Sundance in here as well. So And this process you can just continue as long as you want to until you like the blend, and then you should stop. So I just want to use some more of the orange because I really like this little bit of color. And I'm gonna use some Mom's Night Out as well. This is a really nice neon red. Of course it won't be neon on here, but it will give it some highlights. It's gonna make it more interesting. So now we're gonna come to this part. It's still a little bit wet, but that doesn't matter. We still can use a little brush. Let me think. So I have this brush. It's a really thin and fine brush, and I'm just gonna outline the legs a little bit, not all the way down because I'm gonna blend it up a little bit with Major Tom. And then we will continue those lines. They are green, gray, brown. So first of all, I think I put some more hibiscus on here. Because it's so yellow and I don't want it to that yellow. And this is something you just have to try till you like it. So some more white. Okay. So I'm just gonna put some black and some white on here. And mix them together. The nice thing is you don't really need to mix a lot of color. You just can mix it right there. Or you can even mix it on the piece itself. Now I just have to think about how the legs will continue here. Okay, so this is how the legs, so this part needs to be a little bit more in the hibiscus color. I'm gonna do that right now.
Hello Veronica. Good night too.
So, same thing here, I'm just gonna
So Tina, Charlie and Macy. So she's written that, or she has written that. So so glad to see you using this this print.
Yeah,
her print. So this is,
yeah, it's her print, and she really has nice furniture. You should go check out her page. It's called Girl in the Blue Designs, and she does a lot of hand painting on furniture, and one piece is better than the other. That's all I can say. Just check it out. And this is one of her prints from Bubblegum, which we are a distributor of. We are also distributor of the Daydream Apothecary paint. So in case a retailer is watching, you can contact us if you want to sell the paint or the prints. The Bubblegum Decoupage it's a little bit different from the usual Decoupage because they really have a lot of fun pictures. They're really colorful and really young and really nice, and yeah. So this is why we have them, because I like colorful, and yeah. That's why we have Daydream Apothecary also, because they started with the neons and I just really wanted to try them, and so we ordered them from the US and we liked them so much that we decided, okay, we're gonna be distributor. So what I'm gonna do now is just continue those lines. So I'm gonna use some green for the green lines, and yeah, there's not really a rule. Just do as you think. If you don't want to really paint this, you can also just blend it in from down there, and just use some colors. But I always like to continue a little bit of the pictures. So and with the next color line for the Daydream Apothecary, we also have some greens, which is gonna be really exciting, because then you can actually mix almost every color you want to have. They just published who's gonna be the next artist. It's gonna be Macy's house. She's located in the UK, so it's gonna be a European furniture artist, which is really exciting for us too, because most of the furniture artists are located in the US, so it's really popular in the US, and in Europe it's still kind of a starting trend. So yeah, this is really exciting for us to see what she does with that, and yeah, to see her pieces as well. You can check out her page as well. She posted a video where you can already kind of have a sneak peek on the colors in the line, and soon they will come out and kind of show all the colors which will be in there, and tell us the name and everything. And yeah, and then hopefully really soon we will have them here in Europe as well and sell them. So I don't know, I don't really have a clue what I'm doing. I'm just kind of...
Hola Carla, hola Fatima. We have to learn Portuguese. Portuguese.
Yeah.
As soon as possible, maybe.
I have to learn Portuguese, and I also have to learn Turkish, because I don't speak Turkish, and sometimes I would just tell me something in Turkish because he forgot I don't speak, and I don't really understand what he's saying. So
that's the secret.
So I already like that pretty much. So I would like to put in some more white. Where's my water? Important, always put your brushes in the water so they don't dry out. It's a lot of work to get them clean then. So I'm I'm just gonna put in some more white. And this is the really nice thing about their paints. You can just kind of put them on there, blend them in. They're so nice for highlights and stuff like this. And yeah, if they not work, you can just reactivate them with water. That's really, really nice. So some more white here. And then I think it's nice. So I already applied some silver leaf here. We will do that as well. We also will apply this pattern right here. But for that, I want that to dry a little bit. So we're just gonna wait a minute. I'm just wanna do some more lines because you could even put a flower there if you want to, but I don't know if I can draw flowers. I never tried, so I'm just not gonna do it. And what you should do if you do something like that, you should always kind of back off and look at it. But it looks pretty nice from far. So where's my water? Yeah. So I'm just gonna do the same blend like which I did here. Now inside. I'm just gonna put that away to dry. So as you can see, I already did that on this side, and I want to do it on that side as well. So if you open it, yeah, you have the same pattern. We will also apply some gold leaf in here and in there, but I don't know if you have enough time for that. So I painted everything in black inside. Down here too, I just put the paper here because I don't want to mess it up, and I know I will spill some paint. So yeah, and this is really easy. You just need to kind of get the colors on there, and then you can blend them all together. So I would just start out with some black on the corners. Can you see that?
Yeah, I think yes.
Just put where you think you would like to have some dark. Dark places. And then we're going to put some coat control on there as well. And then we're going to use some hibiscus and just blend it all together. And of course some Sundance. It looks like a mess, but yeah. It will make sense later. So now I'm just going to use the hibiscus. see, I already spilled some paint. Good that I put the towels in there, the paper towels. So.
Hola Fatima, hi Doreen, hola Claudia, hola Lucia.
So now I'm just going to use some white, but not with this small brush. I'm going to use a bigger one. And as you can see, it's already blending really well, even though I don't really want it to. It's already doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. So now I have a lot of colors in there. I'm just gonna use some water. If you use water, always get a Mr. spray bottle. So you have really fine water spray, water dust. It's better as a usual spray bottle, because there you have the water come out too big and then that's not so good. As you can see, you just need to go up and down, and it's just gonna blend in together. Really nice, everything. This is kind of usually, if I have furniture like this, I would just take the back out and then paint it. But this is really old and you cannot get it off. So I have to paint it inside, and this is just a nightmare. I hate this. We put a lot of wallpaper on the back of our furniture, and this is also a nightmare. If you cannot get it out the back side, you have to do it inside, and this is really not so easy to do. So now we're just gonna come back to Ascension and put some highlights in there. If you're blending, you should always kind of try to get the color you took off out of your brush, so it doesn't get too muddy. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. Well, what's the time?
10:34.
Okay. Oh, we're pretty good. I was afraid of us too much, so I kind of put in the speed.
Sorry, we paid the salary for 1 hour, so.
No. But I always, if I do a live, I always try to show every step, so that afterwards you can kind of do it too, and you know every step. I think it doesn't really make sense to make a live and just show one little step out of many. If people don't know what I did afterwards, so so we always prepare our furniture so that we can show every step, even though it was just painting the side black. It's one step what you do. The only thing we won't show is how we seal it. This is important to know too. Daydream Apothecary paint always needs to be sealed. They have a top coat, which is really nice, but you can also seal it with clear wax or with black wax or any kind of wax if you want to. So I'm just gonna do the corners because with the bigger brush you don't get in those corners. So I'm just gonna use a smaller brush and blend it in here. I'm gonna do the same up here too. I don't know, you probably won't even see it, but I see it and it doesn't look good. So we just gonna I use some Scuba Girl here just because I like the color. So this is Scuba Girl. It's a pastel violet. I think I'm gonna put some in there as well. I'm still using the same brush, so yeah, I think I like it. So maybe some more black and then this will be good. So, yeah, let's just check how this one looks, if it's looking the same. I think so. So, okay. Then we're just gonna clean up a little bit. So I'm just gonna get the tape out. Okay. But we still will need the towel. So now we're gonna come back to decoupage.
Can you please say again the colors? Which colors are you
Okay.
using? Yeah.
So actually with this, you don't really need to use certain colors. You just can play with the colors. That's what I did on this side, just to kind of get the same effect as on the decoupage. I used Hibiscus. That's like a pink from the coastal line from Daydream Apothecary. I used ground control first as a primer, so I put it on as a primer, and yeah, and then I also used it for blending, and I also used Major Tom, which is the black from Daydream Apothecary, for blending, and
Scuba Girl?
Scuba Girl, I just used one. You saw it, just one, and then I blended it in. And I used a lot of, no, not a lot. I used some Sundance. Sundance are the places where you can see where it's a little bit more orange. I can show you that right here. So if I put it on here, and then just get my water. Where is it? There. and just a brush, and then you can just and can you see this was already dry, but as I put the water on there, the color underneath just gets reactivated and you can blend it into really nice. And now it's like a little bit more orange. So and you just need to play with the colors. So just get like 2, 3, 4 colors and just blend them together. They blend so well. There's not really anything you can do wrong. So and usually if I would blend, I would use like, I don't know, one color for one brush for one color, then the next brush for the other color, and then a neutral brush for blending. But with this paint, usually I just use one. Now I used a lot, but yeah, one for the light colors, one for the dark, and it works pretty well. So I don't like this part, so I'm just gonna fix that a little bit before I go ahead and put on the gold leaf. And again, I use some water, and this makes the colors underneath reactivate. And as you can see, the color gets dark now because there's black underneath. And it makes it really easy to blend. So there's not a lot you can do wrong there. So what I did before I applied the decoupage, I didn't cut it. I used water, and then with the water I whipped the sides away so you don't have straight lines, which makes it easier. So you don't see it so good. If you have a straight line, you can always see this line. But if you use water and then you have lines like this, it's much harder to tell that it's decoupage. I already put up a video of that in the Chalk Paint Portugal group today, but I will do one later on our Facebook page as well, so you can see how I applied it. So now just let me clean up a little bit. So I'm just gonna put this in water. And I'm gonna close all the colors because we don't want them to dry out. So again, what I use, just a little bit Scuba Girl. It's the violet. Then I used for highlights, I used the Sundance of the neon lights. The neon light is perfect for highlighting. I did an octopus. Yeah, it's called octopus. Yeah. A while ago, it was blue, but I used the yellow, which is called Soul Full of Sunshine of the neon lines, just for highlighting. And if you put it on blue, it's gonna turn to a green, and it looks really good. So you wouldn't think to put a yellow on a blue on an octopus. But it really made those little highlights, which gave the octopus a lot of more depth. So for that, the neons are just perfect. And maybe something to know as well is that if you use the neons, let me think. I have 1 minute. Oh. If you use the neons, they're translucent, so it depends on what is the background are you using them on. As you can see here, we have like a sample board. This is like a brown background. This is Major Tom, and this is ground control. And as you can see, if you put it on white, they're really bright.
Yeah, this is hi Iona. You want to get information? She's one of our stockists in Romanian. So this is the Romanian stockist for the Daydream Apothecary paint.
Hi.
So hi. So you can see, for example, here. So
that's
effects
important to tell the customers as well. So everyone should know that if you get a neon and you just want to paint, I don't know, whatever furniture, and you just put it on black furniture, it's never gonna be as bright as if you put it on white furniture. It's just because it's the neon, and neons don't have any white pigments in them, so they're kind of translucent, like a glaze. But yeah, I would not say a glaze, but they're translucent, so you always can see what's underneath a little bit. And if you want them to pop and to shine, you need to use something light. So best is to use the ground control of Daydream Apothecary. If you want them to be a little bit more neutral, you should put them on a black. Then the colors won't pop that much. And the nicest thing, of course, is if you kind of mix both. Then you have highlights and lowlights on the piece, and you can kind of create a lot of depth with it. And yeah, this is just on a brown background. But this is important to know, and this is really important to also tell the customers to keep that in mind. If they do a piece with neons and maybe they want it really bright, they should always prime with ground control first, because then they have the best outcome. Okay, now back to our piece. And now we have talked enough about neons. So now we're gonna apply some gold leaf. This is something really nice you can do for details. And so what you need, this is really easy. You can get that off Amazon or whatever. So first of all, you're gonna need some gold leaf and metal leaf adhesive. This is like a glue for gold leaf, and then you're gonna need some gold leaf. You can get those off Amazon as well. And yeah, and we're not gonna put it on in big places, we're just gonna put it on in really small areas. So I'm just gonna get that out. And then I need my really tiny brush again. And what is important with gold leaf adhesive, if you put it on, you should wait a little bit before you apply the gold leaf. So I already did some silver here. I'm just going to continue this line here. You just have to remember where you put it. So as I tried it earlier today, I didn't remember, and then that's not so good. So wherever you think it's gonna look good, I'm just gonna do the same lines. Like we have them everywhere here. And they're just gonna be a silver. You could also use silver paint, but silver paint is not as metallic and as shiny as gold leaf. So this is one of the advantages if you use gold leaf. Gold leaf is just really shiny. So, and now again, I put it on everywhere, but I don't remember where. But we will see that later. So maybe some here. Okay. Oh, and you're gonna need a vacuum cleaner. Believe me, this makes a lot of mess, but it's worth it. So gonna get the silver out. Some more. So this is really, 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 really so you just put it on where you did put the glue. So you need to remember where you put it. So you can put on the silver leaf. I know I put some here. I don't remember where I put it, so I'm just gonna put it on here. Really, really. Hopefully I got everything now. It's really sticky. You're not gonna take it off right away. You just let it sit. Just make sure it's on there. And while this sits, we're gonna do the same thing with the stencil. So I have the stencil here. I just have to think where I want to put it. This way or that way? What do you think?
The other one.
The other one?
Yeah. So it's used to the right side, so the corner
Okay.
is one right and one left.
Okay, so I have this here. I need a brush. And I need my... So now it's really important if I use the stencil that I don't have too much of the adhesive at my brush, because then it's gonna bleed through and this is gonna look stupid. So I'm just gonna take it off. And I'm just gonna put it on randomly here because I don't want it to be everywhere.
But Jessica also written that's vertical. That's yeah, better.
It's what?
It's vertical, so Jessica also done wrote that.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's gonna match the pattern up here. I think later after the live I will also do some of this inside, just to have.
Thank you very much, Jessica. So we are happy now to read it.
So, and you can already see where it is, but I just wanna kind of continue here, and this is gonna be a little bit more challenging because okay. Well, we will see how it will look like later. So we need the gold leaf again, or it's silver leaf. And we're gonna put it on there. If you have big areas, it's really nice to put it on like this. So just kind of, you always have those papers in between. You just take it and then you can just put it on like this. One more time. going to be the last one. And this is really, really, really messy. Like I said, you're going to need a vacuum cleaner for that. So. So I'm just going to use the, what's it called, heat gun a little bit because I really want it to be dry. You have to be careful if you use the heat gun that you don't get too close.
Almost 11 p.m. Doesn't it?
But I think it already looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. So, what is important too, if you use a brush now, that you use a really, really, really soft brush. I just have to find one. This one is good. So, and now you just kind of, and as you can see, it's a mess. So we have to get our vacuum cleaner out afterwards. And I did those lines, so you really need to use the tips of the brush to get the gold leaf off where there has been no adhesive. And this is, I don't know if you see that, but it maybe Alp can move the camera a little bit. So you can see that it's really, really, really metallic, and it's, I really like it. So.
That's amazing.
It's like Christmas. So we will have this in here for the next half year, I guess. Usually if I do that, just as a tip, I don't do it now because you wouldn't understand me. Usually I have the vacuum cleaner on the lowest adjustment, and then I would just use it at the same time, so you don't have it everywhere in your apartment. So. Yeah. But I think it looks good. You want me to put some on here as well? Some more? Or should I just leave it like
Well, then
this?
we can ask our friends.
What do you think?
Should she then put something or apply some more silver? Is it what's it called? What's that?
It's
Stencil.
with the stencil, yeah.
Yeah, stencil with a silver effect. So.
I don't know. Like right here, but I wouldn't do it, maybe just like, let's do some more. As we have everything out.
Maybe then you can make some like an L form from the left to right.
So?
No.
So?
No, just
So?
opposite. So it's just opposite. So? Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because the some down parts is the left, so then you have some more. So for the left side, so if you make the right, I think it will make a good composition.
Maybe if you don't use a heat gun with the metallic adhesive, you should let it sit. Let me see. You should let it sit 10 minutes at least. Okay. So, more silver. So I really like using them because they give a great effect, but they just make a mess. So you have to decide. One more. Then I'm gonna put out the heat gun again. Okay. And they're really sticky too, so you're gonna have it everywhere. So one more thing to say. For me, I wanted to put her in the middle, but the thing is, the doorknob to open those little liquor cabinets, it's right here, and I didn't want the doorknob to be on. Let me get it. To be on here, so we put her on like this, and the doorknob is gonna be right here, so it's not over her, which we tried to. So this is why she is on the side, because we didn't want the doorknob to cover the good,
Cover the beauty.
cover the naked body. So. So, okay. And you should always clean the brush afterwards because you have the gold leaf in there everywhere. Christmas! So here in Germany we can already buy Easter candy. So Christmas is still kind of far away, but yeah.
So I missed some messages to reply them, but it's okay.
So.
Is there any name? Is there any name for this bottom? So
The bottom?
oh yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
The doorknob? You can get them.
Like the belly button. So then belly buttoning. So it's Jessica wrote it.
So,
Okay.
oh no, but if you want to buy them, you can get them on Amazon. Just type in diamond hardware or something like that.
No ad for the third party.
So, yeah, I like it. I don't know if you like it, so we're gonna finish it hopefully soon. I'm not gonna give you a deadline because we have a lot of custom work to do at the moment, and then we will post a picture, and yeah, we will have some gin tonic with it.
I think it will be good. So if you use LED lights or some
Yeah, this is
indirect
something
lights
we're
inside.
thinking about to put in some LED lights in here. right here so you can see the back better. But maybe I just get the paper towels out so you already get a view on how far we have come tonight.
So just a minute.
So let me get the tape out as well.
Yeah, that's fine. It's on your hair.
So, yay! We have it out.
So just a minute. So if you go so a little bit to the left side. So okay, then you have to then.
You have to always put those doors in the middle. This is how they are built. You won't be able to put them in. So this is how it looks so far.
Okay, this the bar cabinet has also one glass.
Yeah. So on
door.
this side, it's in the other room now. You have a glass door. So you always will see the back. That's why usually if it's nice from the inside, we wouldn't paint it because we would do that if somebody would request it. But if it's nice, why should you paint it? But as you can see through the glass door, we decided, okay, we want to give that all over look, and that's why we painted it. So I think
yeah. Yeah, it's
we now have
everything
to clean
fine.
up the mess, and we will post a picture in a couple of days if it's finished. So you can already see it's almost finished. I started this one today, so this is like if you. I wouldn't seal it tonight. I would seal it tomorrow. But if you want to do something like that, you can do that in 2 or 3 days. Yeah. But you always have to wait in between for the paint to dry. But as you could see, we just did one coat here, and it just has a great coverage, so you don't need to do several coats. And especially with this look, it's nice if you can see some colors underneath it. Okay, but I think I'm finished now.
Mm.
So I'll let you go. And thanks for watching. And
Good night and have a nice weekend.
good night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.